everybody, this is Dr. Joe Borio, this week's Thought Flash. Exciting week. We're coming into the holiday season. We got a lot going on in the practice. I certainly want to give you some great advice, some great tips on what to work on as we're coming into the holiday season. But before we go any further with that, we got to talk about our next event. It's going to be a life-changing event. It's going to be January 13th and 14th. It's going to be in Las Vegas, Circus, Chiropassion Consulting. Going to be phenomenal. We're going to have Garrett Gunderson in, who Killing Sacred Cows, somebody that's really going to work on correcting the subluxations in your financial aspect of life. So something that's really going to help you change your headspace, your paradigm, work on the 6 inches between your ears, and really hopefully make some changes in your life and in your practice from a financial standpoint. One of the areas that you need to get in good balance in your life, and hopefully you'll see the value in it. I certainly do. So someplace that you want to be, you want to learn about philosophy, you want to learn about principled chiropractic, you want to learn about running a high volume practice, you want to work with more babies, you want to work with more children. Certainly it's a place that you want to spend Friday night and Saturday with us, and we can certainly help you change your life. That being said, I just had an unbelievable run here over the last few weeks. I spoke anywhere from New Beginnings, which was absolutely phenomenal. The Outlaw Jim DeBell, the hospitality that they showed me down there was unbelievable. I spoke at the Connecticut Convention several weeks ago. That was unbelievable. MGM Grand Casino, just absolutely phenomenal. It was an honor. I spoke with Bob Schiffman and Fred Schofield, and I was part of that lineup in the afternoon on both of those events. So it was awesome to be with those guys. That being said, I spoke at some state events. I spoke at St. Louis with Troy Dukowitz, where it all started in the dungeon. Him and his wife and his baby, and there's some great pictures up on my website. But absolutely wonderful people. Talk about a phenomenal warrior for this profession. You gotta tap into his epoch, and whether it's in an area around your area. I know we have it with Dr. Brian Bartholomew, who runs it up here in Rochester, who's phenomenal. But anywhere as you got those epochs, you certainly want to jump in. They bring in some great speakers, philosophy groups, so you certainly want to be there. And I spoke at another few events. I spoke at the MAC, the Mini MAC, MAC convention in Michigan. It was unbelievable. It made me saw my thought flash in that. I spoke to a chiropractor, 87 years old, still practices 2 days a week. I mean, unbelievable, and to be around some really great chiropractors, great speakers, that was phenomenal. And I just spoke this weekend. I went down to Dr. Sharon Gorman's Philosophy in Focus, and I'll tell you, that was unbelievable. I was around some of my fellow comrades from New Beginnings, along with some new people and some new friends. And Dr. Sharon Gorman, she is such a genuinely nice person and such a good person, great chiropractor. Runs some clinics. She's in it for the right reason, and you can see that when you just spend some time with her and her family. Her children couldn't have been more helpful for me, helping set up, and her husband Ron, I tell you, what a great guy he was. He was just awesome, and you could see how they got along so well and ran that whole event with hospitality. Ron was out there cooking burgers, and it was such a great place to be. It was the right place for me to be. My children, my 2 boys, had been to just about every event that I've gone to. I mean, it's unbelievable. They came and just about every event, they got up between Vito and Joey and introduced me at almost all the events. And so it's an honor to have my 2 boys part of this chiropractic consulting, and part of chiropractic, and you could feel their enthusiasm and energy building as we go along to all these events and have the opportunity to meet with some really wonderful people, some life-changing people. So that being said, we're coming into the holidays, and just a couple of tips I think that you guys want to really focus in on. One, that missed appointments are just critical during the time of the summer and in the holiday time, as far as keeping track of. So they're critical in keeping track of. But when we use different terminology, you got to remember that most people are vested, most people love you, most people want to be there, and they want to stay real consistent in practice. They want to stay real consistent with their adjustments, but life gets in the way. So if you don't show enormous value, if you don't show enormous benefit for them to be there, let me tell you, they're under a lot of stress. There isn't a better time for them to be receiving care to help balance sympathetics and adrenal stress in the body. So there isn't a better time. But knowing that, saying that ahead of time, you got to demonstrate that value every time that they're there, based on the adjustment, when you actually have your hands physically on them, or when they miss the appointment, how do you handle the missed appointment? So you got to have a script on missed appointment call, and you have to discuss during that script, hey Bob, we're concerned you missed your appointment. And you are concerned, you're not lying to them. We're concerned you missed your appointment. It's important that you need to make that appointment up. I'm going to put you down later in the week or later next week so that we can make that appointment up. Certainly the doctor, after he or she adjusts the practice member, needs to discuss the missed appointment with that individual and bring them up to the front desk. I'd walk them right up to the front desk and discuss it with your checkout on what they need to do to ensure they make up that visit. I'll tell you, just that alone can dramatically change your practice. Now that's something I do all the time, you know, because I'm practicing to make a difference in the world. So if your why, if your purpose, if your must is that big, it's real easy to stay focused on those missed appointments. But if you're not, and you're weak in that area, let me tell you, you want to exercise that strength and get over that weakness, train your weaknesses during the summer, that July-August period, and definitely right after October. I'll tell you, right after October on, it's the holiday marathon. So you got to know how to handle missed appointments and make sure you express value and they make those up. And then every time you adjust them, never ever let a missed appointment go unchecked. Never ever let a missed appointment go unchecked. Now there's terms that we use in management of practice. One is the side door, one is the back door. Side door means I missed the appointment. Back door means I've left the practice. I'm no longer in active care. So side door leads to back door. As soon as they start missing appointments, as soon as they start missing visits, as soon as they start missing adjustments, they're less likely to value it. Therefore, they're more likely to become inactive in your office. So to keep on top of that, we want to make sure that we're handling missed appointments properly on the phone, ensuring that they understand they need to make it up because you don't want them to get behind on the spinal correction or any loss of normal nerve function in their spine. You absolutely have to address the missed appointment with them. Anytime they miss an appointment, you don't have to reprimand them or yell at them, but you absolutely have to address the missed appointment when they're there and walk them up front, explain to them how important the adjustment is and why it's important they make that visit up. And then frequent re-exams. You have to be reevaluating the members of your practice frequently to further demonstrate how their body's improving and also demonstrate to them why you're doing what you're doing. Have the opportunity to do the 30-second drill. Talk to them about bringing other family members in. Talk to them about forward placing them in the idea that, hey, listen, this is a lifetime process. This is a lifestyle. And let them know you love and appreciate them and what an honor it is to be their doctor and how honored you are that they trust you with your health. Those are all really important aspects of a re-exam and it's something you should be doing on a regular basis very consistently in your practice. And those are the things we work on a regular basis as a client of our program. So we certainly, if you're not part of us yet, hopefully you join us at one of our events, get to learn more about who we are and what we do and why we do what we do, and we'd love to have you as part of the Chiropassion Consulting team. And listen, we do volume discounts, so if you got 7, 8, 10, 12, 20 chiropractors in your area, in your philosophy group, and you want to bring that group over to Vegas and have a great time and learn about chiropractic and mentor with some of our chiropassion leaders, man, we'd love to have you. Give me a call and I'll certainly see what I can do for you. In the meantime, guys, make sure you love and serve. January 13th and 14th in Las Vegas. Hope to see you there, and may urinate always flow from above down, guys. Have a great week.
Best friend gave me the best advice. He said each day